Everybody, SP Flashlight Guy here. So like I said, it's been a while since I've done a flashlight review overlook. It's because it's been a while since I bought a flashlight. And the reason being is because I'm just been waiting for something new, different to be out there. So Nitecore started coming out with some pretty good looking flashlights lately, and then they came out with this one, the EA4 Pioneer, which to me is pretty darn different than what's out there. Great thing about this light is it runs off of 4 AA batteries. And the output is 860 lumens. And the only other flashlight I know that can run off of 4 AA's would be the TK40, which can run off of 4 AA's in an emergency, but the output is pretty low. And then this one, the EA4, for being 860 lumens on 4 AA's, it's pretty badass. So this is a flashlight. I'm just going to show a quick look at the box. Blah 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 blah. So here's what the insides look like. Of the flashlight, and then that comes with the standard holster. Blah blah blah. Warranty card, lanyard, and an instruction manual. I do recommend reading the instruction manual just because you can see and read how to use all the modes. There's a couple of different tricks and to get in different modes from certain settings, so I do recommend taking a look at it. Here's the light. It's got the Crete XML U2 emitter. It's got a nice deep smooth reflector, super clear glass down there. On my light, the LED is perfectly centered. On the inside, of course, you got the 4 AA's, just using standard little Duracell. And you got the tail cap, the nice little turntable to it, and that just makes it easier to connect. See those 2 little holes right here and right here? You just got to make sure those go there. So there you go. The weight on the flashlight for this size, it's actually pretty heavy, but it feels really good. It doesn't feel too heavy enough to where you're just like, jeez. But no, it's actually really nice. Fits really good in the hand. You can have, basically, I feel like the Nitecore model on the website right now. So either way, nice black anodizing. Fit and finish is really nice. Everything's all nice and smooth. It's an awesome little light. So the modes. General mode, you half press, and you half press to cycle through. So you have ultra low, low, medium, and high. Now the main thing with a flashlight is when I first started it, you kind of find yourself accidentally changing modes and everything, because the switch is so sensitive. If you don't press it fast enough, hard enough, or soft enough, it changes modes. So I do recommend just practicing, just playing through the modes, because I mean, you barely tap this thing and it just, but then if you don't tap it enough, it just changes modes. So I recommend getting used to it. Alright, so back to the tricky stuff. So if you lightly press it, you have your general purpose modes. And what the cool thing is, if you lightly press it again and hold it, it automatically go into the max output turbo mode. And if you just lightly press it again, it go back to the last general mode you had it on. So if we were cycling through, let's say you're on low, or we'll say whatever, ultra low, and you wanted to pop it in high real quick, just have to half press it and it'll go into turbo. Fully turn it off, give it a full click. Now to go in the turbo mode, you do a full press, and I'll pump it out to the 860 lumens. And then you can also get to the high mode just by lightly pressing it, and it'll switch back and forth. Turn it off, give it a full click. Now they do have basically two momentary activations. If you lightly press it, it will go in the last general mode you had it on. But if you give it a full click and hold it, it will throw it in the turbo mode. Let go, and there's your momentary. And I don't know if you can actually do it the other way. No. So you can't do it the other way. You can only go from momentary general mode to momentary high mode. So like I said, you lightly press it, hold it, there's your momentary, see? Momentary. And then if you give it a full click and hold it, it will go in momentary turbo mode. And to get in the strobe mode, when the flashlight on, we'll just leave it here, give it a double click. And another thing too is when you do the double clicks and the full clicks, you got to make sure you give it a full click. If not, you'll start accessing general mode. So now I'm in SOS. Press it halfway down and hold it, and that's now going to go into beacon. Halfway press it and hold it, and it'll go into strobe. And then if you give it a full click, it's turning it off. So back in general mode, hold it down, turbo mode, half press, you're back in general mode again. So I do recommend reading the user manual just so you can get used to the modes. It does have a lockout mode, so with the flashlight on, you press and hold it for 1 second, and mine always does a little blinking thing, and then the light blinks of the voltage of the batteries. Now the getting out of unlock mode, in the manual it says press 3 times less than 1 second, but on mine for some reason when you do it, it doesn't do it. So I always have to keep pressing it for a little bit. See, that's the tricky part. See, now we're not even working. Let's try it again. I think sometimes you have to wait for it being the. See, I did something wrong. See, there we go. So I think you have to wait a little bit when you put it in standby mode to have it, I don't know, be in standby. Because I've noticed myself, or with my flashlight, once I put it in standby mode, and wait a few seconds and try to get it out of standby mode, it doesn't work. So I guess you have to wait a certain amount of time to get it out of standby mode, or lockout mode, actually lockout mode. So, like I said, it's a great light. I purchased this from illuminationsupply.com. That was my first purchase from them, and all I can say is they did a great job with customer service communication over email. They did a great job from shipping. I ordered it on a Wednesday. Actually, I ordered it Christmas Day, and it got to my house Friday, which was great. And that's Illumination Supplies in California. I live in California, so that's probably why I got it so fast. So I think price-wise, I paid I think $54 for it. I think they had a nice little promo code out there. So yeah, Illumination Supply did a great job. I emailed some guy. We communicated back and forth. So to me, quick response is always a key point into where you buy the flashlight from. So go over to the website. They actually have a great deal on some clearance and jet beams. So yeah, go over there and check out Illumination Supply. So this is Nitecore EA4. Highly recommended if you're looking for a AA high output flashlight. Another thing, 860 lumens. Some people compared the output and everything to the TK35. I tested the TK35 side by side output wise, and the TK35 was brighter than this one. I think it's because the beam hotspot's a little more concentrated, but I do think it's because my TK35 I feel is a brighter one than other TK35s. So if you want 860 lumens on AA's, go with the Nitecore EA4. Highly recommended. Great flashlight, very different, and very cool to play with. Alright, SP Flashlight Guy, out.